Welcome everybody to the Game Week 4 Premier League predictions. Wow, 2 weeks of having Nations League. It's just not really interesting, to be honest with you. It's just, for me, just a third tier league to play for international football. I mean, you become the best team in the world by winning the World Cup. You become the best team in Europe by winning the European, the Euros, and then the Nations League. I mean, I'd rather win for my country. I'd rather win a World Cup or the Euros than becoming the best team in the nation. It doesn't really stick to my tongue to say, "Oh, we're the best team in the nation. We're the best team in the world. We're the best team in the nation." It doesn't really stick to the point. Not really interesting. So I had a week or 2 weeks off not watching football, but yeah, football is back. Total score of my predictions that I made for the last 3 games weeks. I have got 31 points in the predictions that I have made. I'm doing good. For example, I've done last couple of seasons, I've done predictions where there was not much of the game week I didn't do good. But yeah, first one. Let's go with Manchester United versus Southampton at St. Mary's. Southampton has not won a match this season. They have lost all 3 of the games, drawn nothing, won nothing. Major concern for Rob Lowe. Man United, 2 losses, 1 win. No draws. People are saying, Ten Hag out. After 3 games, Man United fans are saying Ten Hag out. He's won you the FA Cup last season. Be grateful that you've got a manager that won a trophy. Be grateful. He's won you 2 trophies. And Man United fans are saying Ten Hag out. We don't like his football. We don't like his style. We don't like it. It's getting boring, but you're only 3 games in. You know how depressed that is that you Manchester United fans are saying Ten Hag out after 3 games. Yes, they lost to Liverpool. Yes, they lost to Brighton, but come on, be grateful, man. Be grateful that you have a good manager. Be grateful that someone who's actually wanted to take you to Europe. If you guys sacked him before the season, then you guys are ungrateful. I'm sorry, but you guys are ungrateful for saying Ten Hag out. Now, this is what Southampton, they got Ramsdale, they got Ben Brereton Diaz, I think they got relegation South United. They've got good attacking players, but most of their players that they are using are players from 2 seasons ago. Championship, and that's a concern. If you're going to use Premier League players like Alcaraz and Salamina to a team that's already been relegated 2 seasons ago, what's that going to bring? I'm sorry, but you're not going to achieve anything if you're going to bring most of your players from last 2 seasons ago who's been in this situation. You're letting them down. You're letting players like Finn down. My prediction, Manchester United will win 3-1 against Southampton. Southampton, it won't be having Saint guys marching in. Next up is Ipswich Town versus Brighton. Brighton have not lost a match this season, 2 wins, 1 draw. After their draw against Arsenal, that disgusting Declan Rice red card, which was not a red card for me. Ipswich is the other way around. They've not won a match this season. They've drawn 1, lost 2. Ipswich, I don't get what these promotion teams are doing, because you've got good attacking players, but then sometimes I'm watching promotion teams go to the Premier League, and when they go to the Premier League, They don't use their defence properly. And if you don't know how to defend in a Premier League level, then you're going to struggle a lot. Southampton have that same problem. Brighton are the opposite. Great defence, pushing the problem, making teams have problems, pushing the front line. Pedro, Minter, Matoma, Welbeck. You're doing what Harslow wants you to do. No one's doing what McKenna's doing, wants to do. No one wants what Robert is doing with Southampton. That's the problem. You're not doing what the manager's doing. You don't want the manager's tactic. You're just being so much into the problems of your defence that you make your attacking players look weak. My prediction 4-2 Brighton. Keep up the unbeaten streak, Brighton. So, yeah. Palace versus Leicester. Palace and Leicester have not won a match this season. They both lost the same record of 2 losses. They both got the same draws by 1, but they haven't won a match this season. Leicester's same thing with Leicester. They've got good defense. Sarcastically, they got good defense. Yeah, they got good defense. They've got the right players. I just don't think Steve Cooper is the right manager for me. They had Maresca. Maresca's got the talent to bring Leicester to promotion. Steve Cooper, he's been sacked by having to manage 2 clubs by sacking him, that manager, Steve Cooper, is a massive problem for me. If you can't handle Nottingham Forest, if you can't handle Sheffield United, then you can't handle being the Premier League manager, then you can't handle the pressure, you can't handle the responsibility of running a Premier League club. Glasner. Now, Glasner is different because Glasner done something with Eintracht Frankfurt, but he hasn't implemented that style with what Eintracht Frankfurt done in Bundesliga. But with the players like Nketiah, players like Sarr, players like players like Kamada, Mateta can bring something to Palace, and this is what Palace needs. So my prediction is Palace to win 2-1. I think Steve Cooper is in the sackable race because he's not going to bring something with Leicester. Leicester will suffer with the whole Steve Cooper's tactics. Next up is West Ham versus Fulham. West Ham, we've won 1, no draws, lost 2. Last match was against Man City 3-1. Fulham 1-1 against Leicester, drawn 1 against Ipswich, lost 1 against Manchester United. This is going to be an interesting East Side versus West Side. We need to get our vengeance against Fulham. Yes, they've got players like Smith Rowe, they've got Leno, they've got Pereira. They've got a good attacking player, but they don't use their strength that much. I think Fulham is the type of club that Silva can bring something to them. Have faith for them. You're gonna have you've got a good manager. West Ham on the other side, I think the fact that we've got no forward this season through injury for Germany, play for Germany, is not a massive problem for us. But I think that if we use the right players that we need, if we use Carlos Soler, if we use players like Bowen, Somerville's excellent in training, Kudus. It's gonna. I have faith in Lopetegui. He's only 3 games. Fine, we lost against Villa. Fine, we lost to Man City, but we need to implement players like Somerville to the squad. We need to implement with Bowen up front. We need to implement Kudus back into the right wing. Bring Paqueta, bring Suchek, Alvarez. We need to bring Luis Rodriguez. We need to bring the players that we need that want to play football. And that's why my prediction is West Ham to win 2-1 against Fulham. The next one is Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest is on both top. Both teams are unbeaten. Liverpool have not drawn a match or lost a match. However, Forest won 1, drawn 2, lost nothing. However, but Liverpool has not conceded a goal this season. Won against Ipswich 2-0, Brentford 3-0, United 3-0. This is what Slot can bring. I'm impressed with Slot. Slot can do something with Liverpool. I think with Santor, especially Santor, it's going to be a huge ask for him. I think it's going to be a huge ask for him to go to the Premier League and Forest to go to Anfield for a stadium that has a full back on Arne Slot. That's going to be a massive problem for Forest. My prediction: Liverpool will get their 4th win, 3-1 to Liverpool. So yeah. Next one, Manchester City versus Brentford. Man City are unbeaten, while Brentford drawn 1-2, lost nothing. Both teams are unbeaten now. First off, we've got to respect to our Haaland's uncle. He passed away. Putting football aside, if Haaland is going to need personal time, then, we need to respect his wishes. We need to give him time. I don't think, yes, Julian Alvarez is going to Atletico Madrid, but City always have a way to bring something to the game. This is going to be hard for Brentford to play without Tony. Tony's gone to Saudi. That is going to be a massive problem for Brentford, but Brentford has done good things against Man City. Remember the first match they played against Man City at Etihad, they won, but my prediction 2-1 to Man City. Now, I want to talk about this game because I didn't watch this match, the Everton-Bournemouth match, and I'm sorry, but I just find it funny. I find this funny to talk about because the Villa are playing Everton. Villa 1-2, drawn nothing, lost 1. Everton's at Southampton, 0 wins, 0 draws, no 3 losses. I find it funny because the fact that Everton lost to Bournemouth. Now, you can lose a match, fine. You can lose a match, that is fine. But the manner of the way you lost the match, I find funny. You were 2-0 up for 87 minutes. Had the audacity to concede 2 goals to Bournemouth, and then in the last minute goal, Sinisterra. Bloody hell, Sinister! You guys got wrecked in 87 minutes. That ain't good. I'm trying to find positives. Like, yes, you guys scored 2 goals, but I don't remember the last time I seen it. No, we've beaten Everton last time at Goodison Park. We were 2-0 up, 3-2. I'm not 2-0 down, 3-2 win. But you can't just repeat the same problem. Sean Dyche has got to go. I'm sorry, but you can't just bring Everton to the new stadium and give them championship football. This is just embarrassing. And the fact that Liverpool's got the opposite record of you guys, where Liverpool's won 3 matches, 9 losses, 9 draws, and you guys had 9 wins, 9 draws, 3 losses. It's embarrassing. My prediction 3-1 to Aston Villa. Aston Villa's got this to win. But before we go to the Bournemouth-Chelsea match, I gotta talk about this. The whole stadium change. Now people are gonna say, "Hey man, you're West Ham. Hey man, you went to London Stadium 9 years ago. How can you say that? We're not gonna do something. We're not happy about the London Stadium, because I actually wanted us to stay at Upton Park, but we didn't stay at Upton Park. We changed to London Stadium. I think it's a good move for Everton to move from Goodison Park to Stanley Docks, but I'm not a big fan of the reason. And just to go to renovate the stadium, I'm not a big fan of Manchester United to move to 100,000 seat stadium. Yes, they got water charge problems at Old Trafford. Yes, there's small pieces of concrete falling, but you guys should have sorted this problem out 3 months ago. And even before, you guys should have sorted it out as soon as the problem started. Next game is Bournemouth versus Chelsea at the Vitality Stadium. Bournemouth have 1-2, drawn 1, lost nothing. Chelsea 1-1, lost 1 and draw 1. This is going to be an interesting game to predict. Bournemouth's unbeaten, but can Maresca bring something to Chelsea? I don't know. I said 1-1 in my predictions, but I think it's going to be a 2-2. I think this match will be 2-2. This match will be interesting because the way Maresca's playing. Plus, can Chelsea handle the fact that they got Thursday football against in the Conference League match? And then they have to handle Bournemouth, so they might rest a lot of players, but then their match might be away. So I'm saying 2-2 to Bournemouth, Chelsea. Next one is, you know what, I've put down the North London Derby, but I'm going to go with the Wolves versus Newcastle match. Wolves won their first match last game week, drawn nothing, lost 2. Newcastle have beaten Spurs 2 weeks ago. Game week, 2 wins, 1 draw, no losses. Interesting game for me. Gary O'Neill versus Eddie Howe. Now, a lot of people are saying Eddie Howe might leave this season, but I don't think so. Have faith in Howe. And have faith in Gary O'Neill, because he's been the best manager since Steve McCarthy. So, yeah. Newcastle, they can bring pressure, but my only problem with Newcastle is that the fact that when they play football, they don't actually they can attack a lot, but their defense has been a problem for Newcastle. And you know what? When they played against Spurs, they were lucky to get a win. if Spurs had Mickey Van de Ven, then Spurs would have won. But this is a massive problem. I think it's going to be another draw. To be honest with you, mate, I think it's going to be another draw. My prediction is 1-1. Last game to predict. I have to put this in the last game to predict. The North London derby, Tottenham versus Arsenal, White Hart Lane. Yes, I'm going to do a hate V. On the matter of what the outcome is, I'm still going to do a hate V. Spurs 1-1, drawn 1, lost 1. Arsenal 1-2, drawn 1, lost nothing. Here's what I find funny. I find this very funny. So Arsenal will be wearing their away kit for the North London derby, because apparently Arsenal's home kit is the same as matching Spurs' home kit, because Arsenal put white and blue in their red, white and blue, and it's similar to Tottenham. Not kit clashing. I don't understand why Arsenal had to wear their black kit. I got around the black kit, but I don't understand why Arsenal had to wear their black kit. If someone told me another reason why, I'll just laugh at their face. Now Arsenal's got injury crisis. Calafiori's out. Odegaard out, injured. Calafiori injured. Jesus injured. Declan Rice suspension. Declan Rice suspension against Brighton. I kind of say that's not a red. That even if that was got a 2 years, it's not a red. Come on, mate. Chris Kavanagh is a Spurs fan. He's a Spurs fan. I bet you right now, because Chris Kavanagh was wearing the Tottenham shirt when he was refereeing the Arsenal versus Spurs game, because that was never a red. Veltman kicked the ball to Rice's back heel. What can Rice do? He's walking. What can Rice do? Can someone tell me in the comments, what can Rice do? Because that was out of order for Rice to get a red card. Because that's just stupidity in so many ways. Now, Spurs have the advantage because Arsenal's got 5 players out. However, if you look back at Tottenham's more than 100 years history, there's a word that a lot of fans use, and that word is Spursy. Now, throughout Tottenham's history, Spurs will always be known as Spursy. The definition of Spursy is when Tottenham Hotspur play a match or a season where they're fighting for something and they just bottle it. That's why they call it Spursy, because they bottle things. I'm going to go for a tight game. I'm going to go for Arsenal to win 2-1. Spurs, Crimea River. Spurs, it's Crimea River. How does it tally up to my points? Overall table, if my predictions are right, Liverpool will be first with 12 points, Man City second with 12 points, third Brighton 10, fourth Arsenal 10, Villa 9th, so 5th with 9 points, Newcastle 8th, then 6th with 8 points, Chelsea with 7 with 7 points, West Ham in 6th with 8th place, Brentford 6th with 9th, United will get 10th with 6 points, Bournemouth will get 5 with 11 points, 11th, Forest will get 5 with 12th, Spurs will get 4th, 13th, Fulham 4th, 14th, 4 points, 14th, Palace 4th, 14 points, 15th, Wolves to 16th, Leicester 1, 17th, Ipswich 1, 18th, and Southampton and Everton will be the only team in the Premier League that has not won a match. Thanks guys for watching this video. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Obviously I'm gonna do the Fulham vs West Ham review, and then I'm gonna do the Arsenal vs Tottenham hate review, and with Villa versus I'm gonna do 2 matches today. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed. To get to the next video, hitting the 60th mark. And peace. I'm out. Come on, your lines.